Hold up, hold up, hold up. Tonight's guest, Tiffany J, a Brooklyn native raised in Charlotte, North Carolina, has always been fascinated by the sounds of music, whether she was dancing at the age of 5 to the latest tunes or watching Walt Disney classics. Music has always moved her. At the age of 13, she made a decision to become a professional entertainer and hasn't looked back. But you know what? I found another song and I need to play this song. Here we go. Tiffany J. This is not her single right now, but I found one. Work for it. It's another one.
Stare into these pretty brown eyes, but be careful to get you caught up.
It's another one.
Tell me if you will and are you able, like a stallion coming out the stable. If you're looking for me, be over here waiting for your love. If you wanna be free, come over here, let me show you something. Come, baby. Come, let me rock your body, babe. With me, I'll give you the pleasure plus. Tell me what you want, make you work for it. Tell me what you want, make you work for it. Tell me what you want, make you work for it. Work for it, work for it. Tell me what you want, make you work for it. Tell me what you want, make you work for it. Tell me what you want, make you work for it. Work for it, work for it. I've got a whole lot to offer. You got a whole lot to see. Take what I give like an offering, but benefits you won't believe. I'm feeling animalistic, appetite cannot be tamed. I'm always good for a craving. Let's try to savor the taste. If you're looking for me, be over here waiting for your love. If you wanna be free, come over here, let me show you something. Come, baby. Come, let me rock your body, baby. With me, I'll give you the pleasure plus. I make you do things for me. Work so hard you can't breathe. Make these walls sweat, you see. Make you sweat every time. Tell me what you want, make you work for it. Tell me what you want, make you work for it. Tell me what you want, make you work for it. Work for it, work for it. Tell me what you want, make you work for it. Tell me what you want, make you work for it. Work for it, what you want, make you work for it. Work for it, work for it. Tell me what you want, make you work for it. Tell me what you want, make you work for it. Tell me what you want. Work for it, work for it. Tell me what you want, make you work for it. Tell me what you want, make you work for it. Tell me what you want, make you work for it. Work for it, work for it.
It's another one.
Who shot you?
You heard it. Tiffany J. She's here.
I'm right here, y'all.
MJ Hip Hop Conics. She said, I got somebody. It's Tiffany from Brooklyn. Now it's time for you to take us on the journey.
Take me on a journey.
Take us on the journey. How you know.
How I got here, how I got started, what's going on.
You gotta tell us that story. And then we're gonna talk about your top 5 females and males. Also, I've got the single, and we gonna bang that right in the middle. All right. But when I saw that song you had right there, I said, I've got to play it.
Thank you. Okay, you guys. So I'm so glad to be here up in Philly, and my name is Tiffany J. Tiffany J. That artist name is 3 years old. I've been operating under another name, and I feel like it's time for me as an artist to evolve. and go deeper into my artistry. So yes, I've been singing since 13. It's been a very long time. And I got started in church. After that, we went off to see if I can get signed when I was about 16, 17. Didn't work because I had to work on my personality. One thing that I learned that it's not only about the music, it's not only about like your looks, it's this total package. And so ever since then, that's what I've been basically working on as far as becoming the total package, being the artist, working on my interview, working on how to speak to people, you know, all of those things, the engagement with your fans, all of that, working on your stage presence when it comes to performing. So with that being said, we come to 2018 and that's where Work For It comes from. I went to kind of like a music boot camp kind of thing. And the song came about from there. Work For It's kind of like my debut for Tiffany J, you know? So I'm really, really excited about the records that are coming out. I'm really excited about the new year. I'm really excited to be working with you guys as far as free DJs. And music is everything to me. It gives me a space to basically express myself, to get all of those emotions out and put them somewhere instead of like letting them fester and then self-destruct. So that's what it is. And I just hope that whoever listens to it, they can just live, learn, and grow and know that they're not by themselves in any of the things that they go through.
Absolutely. You know, I'm always looking for, you know, the upcoming talent. Like I said, if they send me a song, I'm still gonna go to the internet and try to find
and just see what's up. Yeah.
I gotta see what's up. And I know for sure when I heard that song right there, I said that's an opener. So I try to look for the opener too, and then I'll come around to the actual
the one that we promoted
single, yeah, the one you promoting. All right, so what's the name of your entertainment company and who you down with?
So who I'm rocking with, you guys, it's been 646 Entertainment, like for life, basically. OG Neil, I want to thank you for just creating the opportunities. Thank you for continuing to invest in me as a person, not only as an artist, but me as a person. So I thank you. I thank you. I want to shout out Lil Bay. I want to shout out Shawty. I want to shout out Snatch the Snail, Mr. Saturday, everybody that's on the team, Matt, just everyone that's on the team. So thank you, thank you, thank you. 646 Entertainment is a entertainment company that doesn't only supports you as far as getting like bookings and things like that. They work on developing you as an artist. So it's not only just in the studio, but it's from the studio to the stage. We realize as artists, sometimes a bulk of your money is not only going to come from music sales, but actually your performance. You've got people, if you can perform, you can still tour all the way up until basically you die. And if you create that fan base, they're going to want to rock with you all the way up until the very, very end, because then it's a blessing. You got your Michael Jacksons, you got your Princes, you know, Beatles and things like that aren't here anymore, you know, one or two of them, but, you know, that people would just enjoy and die to see. So I want to be a part of that caliber of artistry. And 646 Entertainment definitely has the management skill to take you there.
Oh, hey, sound like you're in a great situation. You know, and you know, that's all part of the journey of actually being in the music industry.
Right.
Having your team on your side, having your team knowing your style, your vibe, your whole 9 yards, because that's all part of you know, your persona. You know, your persona is everything. Okay, let's talk about a couple shows you did. What was the biggest crowd you ever did?
The largest crowd, I got to open for Frankie Beverly and Maze here in Charlotte at the Bojangles Coliseum a while back. And that was my that was my very first time being on a major stage at that level. And I can understand why people cry at concerts, like, because the amount of power that's coming out of the speakers, out of the monitors, and the amount of energy that the artist is giving, like, I get it. And so ever since then, I was like, I got to get it back. I got to get it back. I got to get it back. And so that is a memorable time. I will never forget it. Yeah, I won't forget that.
Okay. That sounds pretty interesting there. What's the name of your project? Did you put a whole album together?
We did not this time. We do have 3 singles right now. So we got Work For It that you found, that you love. We have Say That You Want Me, and then we have the song that we're promoting now, which is Calling Me. I think we want to get a few more songs under our belt before we do another EP, and just to see where, as far as with the Fleet DJs, like where we're going with our marketing. So we already rocked with you guys back in Florida. This past July, we're going to go to Texas in December. So just continue to kind of get some roots started, and then, you know, we'll hit you with a full blown, you know, like an EP or album later in the future.
Shout out to the Fleet DJs, Rampage, and his crew.
Right.
You know, and you know what? That's pretty cool that you're getting some airplay, is obvious with those DJs. And that's the most important thing, being able to get your music heard on the radio, because if you catch that song, well, that's how you get booked.
That's it.
You got to catch a song, and the next hurdle, well, first of all, you have to create a song. Then there's a process in getting to the radio. Then, you know, they got to be comfortable. They have to actually be comfortable with you coming on. You know what I mean? Co-signing, because all this stuff is a co-sign.
Exactly.
It really is.
We all in agreement. We got to be in agreement with each other, you know?
We all got to be in agreement. Shout out to Jaslyn Soul.
What's up?
Jaslyn Soul is from Minnesota, upcoming movie director.
Ooh.
She's actually coming on my show. I can't announce it just yet because I want to make sure it's confirmed, but she did text me today. It's going down. Shout out to Jazz.
Okay. What's up, Jazz?
All right, so let's go on this journey of, was it 5 years old you got started? I mean, what was that? We was a little kid and we just was shaking it. Kind of, what was
right? So one of my fondest memories, my sister's dad, I don't know if you remember, when back in the day, they had like the mirrors on like the living room, like the whole living room wall. He would have his records, and I would just dance like all night long. And so I would dance. When Disney and them was out, I had my stuffed animals. I was singing like I was Ariel and Belle. And so at that time, I felt like if I could sound like them, then I can sing. I don't necessarily need anybody to tell me, but I was very shy. So I never really kind of like put it out there and sang in front of people. So the first time was when I was 13 in church, and I had to sing because one girl, she was scared or something like that. And I was like, well, I'll sing. So I sang, and they were like, oh my gosh, you can really sing. And I was like, yeah, of course. You know, so after that, it was about like defining a sound and emulating. So my favorite people at the time were Whitney and Mariah. Then you have your Boyz II Men and Monica and Brandy. You know, those caliber
names in there. You gonna throw them names in there and act like they don't get no respect.
They do all day.
Mariah and Whitney, honestly, take your pick. You know, I was just talking about, you know, what if they did? I mean, Whitney's not here, but what if they did a versus?
Ooh.
That probably would be the best R&B one right there, because all of them, both of them two, had mega hits.
That would be a joy to see, and I bet they would break the internet with that, like for real. Because the only time they got to do the Prince of Egypt, you know, because I remember I had a vision and I was like, I would love to hear them together, and they got to do the Prince of Egypt when they sang that, so that was beautiful. But God bless Whitney.
Absolutely, absolutely. What's your favorite Whitney Houston song? I gotta hear this.
I don't know. I learned all of the Bodyguard soundtrack before I even watched the movie. So I mean, I Will Always Love You. I Have Nothing. I wanna dance with somebody. I don't know, like it's all of her stuff. Stuff.
No, I'm glad you're saying this, because when Whitney Houston first came out, that was the first single I actually bought in my life.
Yes.
And the song was "You Give Good Love to Me."
You give good love. Yeah.
That song right there, it was a 45 too. I go way back. Yeah, the little baby joint with the little baby label. But you know, now Mariah, what song do you like from
the song? Okay, so I sung "We Belong Together" in school, but that's not necessarily my favorite. I have her number ones album and "Vision of Love."
Oh,
Sweet and so "Vision of Love."
I think that was her first single, wasn't it?
It probably was. Then she's got the Heartbreak album or Rainbow, not Heartbreak. I think it's Rainbow. It's just there's a lot of her stuff, and I love. So speaking of them two, if you could take Mariah Whitney and Janet, and I had one more person.
You threw Janet Jackson in there. Come on now.
So there's Janet, because my favorite thing of her is the All For You Hawaii tour, or when she was in Hawaii, when they taped in Hawaii. Like, she is the essence of like a performer. If you could take those three and then take the actress Sanaa Lathan, I feel like that's who Tiffany J is.
Wait a minute. You talking about Sanaa Lathan?
And the reason I brought her up is because a lot of the characters that she plays, I really resonate with how she responds to emotional things that happen to her. Like, I just feel like that's me. That's me. So if you put all that together, that's what you're gonna get.
That's what you're gonna get. Okay. Since it sounds like you said your top. Did you say your top 5 in that little list?
I didn't. I said those are 4 people, and I did say Monica and Brandy. But we've got Babyface, we've got Ryan Leslie.
Wait. See, you're getting too fast. You done took over. You like Jay-Z back in the day to take over. So so what we gonna do now? We gonna do the 5 men. And you know, I got my little horn over here, so you know, you can't just say their names real fast. I gotta, break down the nostalgia to this. So
okay.
Give me your top 5 men. We're gonna talk about rappers too, male and female, and it can be relevant or throwback. It don't matter. Okay.
I'm gonna say Babyface.
Babyface did the first his first album. Once again, he was a master of doing somebody's first album.
Yes. Like master writer, master arranger, master everything, Yeah. So I would love to work with him because anything that he touches is golden.
Well, he's love songwriter.
Yes, exactly. And so Babyface, I want to say him and Lucky Day, because those two are going together in my mind, because he recently, Lucky Day got to work with him. Lucky Day is like new on the scene.
Yeah, he's new on the scene. I seen him. Yeah, I like him. Yeah, he can sing.
I do like him. It's just really nice, cool, sexy R&B. You could chill with it. You could dance to it. He did like an homage to Genuine's Pony. If you listen to it in Painted. So I really like that. I just love that. So you got those two. I love Ryan Leslie. He's a singer and songwriter and rapper as well. Yes.
Ryan Leslie. Wait a minute. Let's back up. Ryan Leslie is a marketing guy now.
He is. Yeah, I know he has that company that he's doing.
Yeah, he has a company.
Right.
And I think
he's doing it with the phones or something like that.
Yep. I don't know if he's doing it, but he got really, really big on it, and he was kind of like teaching the independents, to have.
Yeah, that's what he was doing.
And so Ryan Leslie, Diamond Girl, I remember that song.
Yeah. Well, so you've got Ryan Leslie, you've got his transition album, you've got Glory, and then you've got Black Mozart. So all of those, like I was heavily into him, and Black Mozart was at a time where I was like doing 3 jobs. I was transitioning. It was a rough time. I had sang like I was going to the Grammys. And then that same night I took all that stuff off, and I was cleaning toilets. Like it was a stretch. Yeah. And so, what that reminds me is, I'm gonna go back on topic. Sorry. But what that reminds me is, as artists, everybody has a story, and it doesn't matter who you look at. You don't know who you're looking at, whose aunt, whose uncle, whose mother, father, daughter, sister. You don't know who they are and who they've been, what they've done. Because people were just passing me like I was a janitor girl, not realizing I was just singing live at a hot club, So you got to make ends meet. But I definitely remember that. And Black Mozart will always be there because it was just vital at that time.
Okay. No,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead.
No, because after you finish, we're gonna drop your single, then we're gonna talk about the male and female rappers. So go ahead, finish your story, and then we're gonna bang it.
No, I think I'm pretty good. Those are my people as far as males. I guess we could say Boyz II Men and Tevin Campbell because I've just been listening.
Oh
I've
yeah,
been listening to them recently.
oh yeah,
So
definitely.
that's
Philly.
what I have for you.
That's where I'm from, Philly. So Boyz II Men. Shout out to Boyz II
Big
Men.
up.
Tevin Campbell came out also. I believe Quincy Jones produced his
Yeah,
album. So
ready.
all of them guys definitely were iconic, and they had serious songs back in the day. All right, so this is
Yeah.
what we can do. Then we're gonna jump back to the rap. We're gonna
Okay.
play her single, and right now, Tiffany J, it's calling me. It's her new single. Y'all gonna shut your mouth when this song play. Here we go.
You not respect me, you the move. That voodoo, yeah. Calling me, I bet you be. Oh, I bet you be. You never had my back. You be the what's your name, yeah. I know you see me call. Never had my back. I was there in all it had. You be the what's your name. That's why you am I. You came sundry, but your ass trash. Respect me. You wanna show you how bad it could be. Don't tell me, don't tell me, cause I'll be running you. I know don't care. No, you won't be there. Never had my back, but yeah, I bet you be calling me. I bet you be calling me. Never had my back. Now you think you're gonna call me. I know better. I don't care to be. No, you won't be calling. Never had my back. But I bet you be calling me. Front like you keep it real. Okay, you wanna play the field. Said you wanna wipe your hands. Baby, go ahead and be stressed. Tired of all the lies. Being caught by surprise. Said you wanna think about it. Yeah, I think you need some time. You're disrespecting me. Kill the mood, I'ma show you how bad it could be. Don't tell me, cause I'm running you. I know and I don't care. I know you won't be there. You never had my back, but yeah, but I bet you be calling me. I bet you be calling me. Oh, I bet you be calling. You never had my back, but yeah, but I bet you be calling me. I bet you be calling me. Oh, I bet you be calling. You never had my back, yeah. But I bet you be calling me. I know, but I don't care. You will never be there. I know, but I don't care. No, 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 no. I know, but I don't care. I know, but I don't care. I bet you be calling me, baby. Ooh, but I bet you be calling. You never had my back. Calling me, calling me. I know, but I don't call me. No, 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 no. Ooh, but I bet you be calling me. I'll be here waiting. Calling me. I'ma tell you to keep it real. Do you calling me? Never, ever. Just to be calling me. Kill the mood and I'll show you. Calling me. Show you where you're wrong. Calling on when you never had my back.
All righty, you heard the single, Tiffany J. I already know your show gotta be energetic because these are all up tempo songs anyway. So, Call Me is your new single. How'd you come up with this song?
So when it starts and it says you're with what's her name? What's her name doesn't only have to be a female. What's the name can be anything that the significant other is distracted by, that the significant other is not giving you enough attention. It could be drugs, it could be women, it could be porn, it could be video games. all those things that they be doing that they don't give you the time of day. That's what this song is about, and how they disrespect you. They sell you dreams. Oh, we're going to do this. We're going to go out and da-da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. I just recently went through this. And so the song is very fitting. And that's what it's about. But ladies, gentlemen, you can only teach people how to treat you. So they will keep coming back if you allow that to happen. And that's what the song is about.
All righty. That pretty much puts it in a nutshell right there. All right. So I like the song, up tempo, slamming. Who did the production on this song?
A good friend of mine. We go back to high school. It's a good friend of mine. And I just hit him up one day. I was like, yo, I want to work with you. And we sat for about like 3 hours, came up with the music, and then I arranged it later. And that was pretty it. And so I felt like we can do that again. And I think we should. You know?
Oh, okay. You know, because I could tell whoever's around you. It's funny you said those names like the Janet Jacksons, like Janet Jackson. I can hear that might have had some influence of Janet in that one right there because it was it was active. It was entertaining just to hear the track. So I'm interested to hear the rest of your actual project because that's what I really like to hear. I like to really sit back and really listen to where you're gonna go with this, and then let me hear these slow songs. Let me hear some chords.
Yo, I got them. I got you all day on that.
Okay, well, you know that's what
you. I'm sorry you broke up, but that's like my strong suit. Yeah,
that's your journey though. Your album is really your first album should kind of tell something about you, and then all the rest of them is kind of like you got to think about where you want to take it. So you want undeniable first album that always helps. An undeniable first album will always help. It will always give you the leverage on the people. And I'm interested to hearing what your final project is going to sound.
Thank you.
You know, I'm really interested. So I'll hook up with MJ, you know, and ask her what's going on with the album. You know, I'm newsy like that. So shout out to Samantha, Seattle.
Well, I appreciate that.
Let's Get Activated podcast is right there. All right. So tell us some more about yourself. Let's talk about you know, where you going, where you're headed now. I mean, what's going on? Where you headed with your career?
What's going on? What's going
at this point?
What do I think? Okay. What I really want to work on is continuing to build fans and engagement as far as on social media. And so last year kind of really helped me put that in sync with my content. And so within the next month or two, I'm definitely going to be dropping a lot of like covers and things like that. In December, like I said, we're going to another like Fleet conference. I'm going to be putting out a video for this song called Calling Me. And then I have another single that I want to put out that's already basically put together. So I want to continue to work on my repertoire, like what we were talking about, figure out what the story is going to be. And yes, because I think that's what sells. I don't necessarily want to sell like a gimmick or anything, but the story is what sticks, you know, and as far as connecting with your fans. So that's
like
basically
you're gonna have an attitude though. It sounds like you're gonna have a like an attitude, not like that, but like an attitude with the dancing and you know, you trying to hit them with that. It sounds like you're gonna go there with it.
That's exactly. I was practicing last night, trying to come up with some moves. So yes, all the way there. That's what it is. I can't not dance unless it is a ballad. You know?
Yeah. If it was one rapper, look, check this out. If it was one rapper that you could have the opportunity to work with, right, on your project, and one male singer and one female singer. So these are people that get on your project. So think about it. This should, you know, because if you did the right collaboration, that might set you up. So give me your 3 collaborations that you think would automatically give you a punch on launch.
Rapper, singer, and rapper, male singer, and a female singer.
Yeah, it's going to be
rapper. I would say.
collaboration.
So rapper, I would say Kendrick Lamar, because I can't remember the name of that award that he got, but it was very prestigious, and yeah, I definitely would want to use him. I've been saying Chris Brown, but I want to find a second person. And the only reason I've been saying Chris Brown is because I feel like
y'all gonna be dancing, that's for sure.
That was the reason why.
Because that was the reason why. I already knew Chris Brown coming off the roof and he's
we gonna be
he's not playing, so y'all gonna be jiggling with that one.
That was my reason for him. But then if it wasn't him, that's why I listed Lucky Day from before, because I stumbled upon him and I was just like, like I really like where he's going. Female wise, I'm thinking of Tiana Taylor, and I'm thinking of
sing too.
Yes.
Taylor's
and I'm thinking she's got a sex appeal, and she also loves Janet as well. That's one of her icons too. Okay. So I already know as far as where that's going. Choreography wise, there's a girl, her name is like Queen and Letos. I would love to use her as a choreographer. And then there's a girl called Ryan.
Okay.
Her name is like Aaliyah.
Hold up.
If you put in Queen and Letos.
Wait a minute. I think I seen. Did she do?
It's the Slay videos where she's dancing.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about because I went on YouTube. I think she did something for Tank.
Probably.
She did something on his songs and it went viral.
Yeah, she's amazing.
That definitely was her.
So for her, I want to use her, and then I'm loving what Ryan Destiny's doing right now.
Who?
Stupid. Ryan Destiny. She has a song called The Same.
I thought you said Ryan Leslie. I was like, wait
a minute. No. We already talked about him. Yeah,
okay,
so Ryan Destiny.
Ryan Destiny. Okay. There you go. Yeah. That's pretty good. Okay, that's pretty good.
So it's a mix of people in there.
It's a mix. Okay. All right, now here we go. We're gonna go with your top 5 male rappers, top 5 female rappers.
I don't have no female and male rappers. I'm sorry, we can't. I don't have those because that's not my. That wasn't what I was heavily in, so I feel like I didn't pass the.
You didn't shout out already. So what we gonna do? We gonna play the single again, and so maybe that'll help you think. But I don't know. It might have you dancing and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna be playing the single right now, and just come up with 3 and 3. It's
let me think of 3 and 3.
3 and 3. All right. So okay. So we're gonna play a single again. Calling Me, Tiffany J, Brooklyn, Stand Up.
That voodoo girl. Calling me, I bet you be. Oh, I bet you'll be. You never had like that ever. You know what's the name, yeah. I know you've seen me call. Never had my back. I was there in all you had. You be the one's the name. That's why you MIA. You came sundry, but your ass trash. Disrespect me. You wanna show you how bad it could be. Don't tell me, cause I'll be running from you. I don't care. No, you won't be there. Never had my back, but yeah, I bet you be calling me. I bet you be calling me. Calling you, never had my back. Now you think you're gonna call me. Calling me, I know better. I don't call me. No, you won't be calling. Never had my back. But I bet you be calling me. Front like you're keeping me. Okay, you wanna play the field. Said you wanna wipe your hands. Baby, go ahead and be stressed. Tired of all the lies. Being caught by surprise. Said you wanna think about it. Yeah, I think you need some time. But you're disrespecting me. voodoo, I'ma show you how bad it could be. So me don't tell me, cause I'm running you. I know that I don't care. I know you won't be there. You never had my back, but I bet you be calling me. I bet you be calling me. Oh, I bet you be calling. You never had my back, but I bet you be calling me. I bet you be calling me. Oh, I bet you be calling. You never had my back, but I bet you be calling me. I know, but I don't care. You will never be there. I know, but I don't care. No. I know, but I don't care. I know, but I don't care. I bet you be calling me, baby.
It's another one.
But I bet you be calling. You never had my head calling me. Calling me. I know, don't call me. No. But I bet you be calling me. I'll be here waiting for me. I'ma tell you to keep it real. Do you calling, baby? Never, to be calling me. In the morning I'll show you. Calling me. Show you where you are. Calling. When you heard my back. I bet you be calling me.
You heard it. It's new music. Tiffany J, Brooklyn, New York. Stand up. You got to get an ovation. This is your single. Shout out to Pink Money, Zephyr Daniels. I can't wait for the trailer, Zephyr. I can't wait myself. But back. And this has been an energetic interview with you. But it's funny because it's kind of like your music. It's all energy, you know. So like I said, I'm gonna be waiting for your entire project. I'll just holler at MJ and tell her, you know, when you get it done, I need to be the one to review it.
That's fine.
You know, because I'm a music guy too, and I'm big with a lot of records that were especially back in the day. Like you said, Janet Jackson. I thought "It's All Right" was one of the greatest up-tempos. I believe Heavy D was in that song, and it was an incredible song. And I believe that maybe you might be the one to have that style, and that style is actually missing in the industry. Most of the songs are like mid up, or it could be up. I don't know. They're more like ballady type songs.
Yeah. We've
so
gotten away from that, so I'm just curious to see where we're gonna go, you know. So it's
definitely. All right, so check it out. What we're gonna do now is I'm gonna
had 2 and 2 for you.
Do something different. Oh, you did? Oh, okay. You got your McDonald's Happy Meal in there now. Okay, here we go.
I was just gonna throw in Drake and Timberland, and I was like, he was like Timberland a rapper, and I was like, but he did rap on that the shock value 1 and 2. So him, I should have mentioned him as far as if I could work with anybody, but him and Remy Ma and Missy Elliott, because Missy Elliott has been
Wait a minute, back it up. Remy Ma, she got bars.
I look way too good.
Yeah. And you know, she did that song a couple years back, and you know that's like a hot up tempo song right there. You know, hot. Okay, now check this out. I need to hear 2 duets from you that you like.
Okay.
2 duets.
What's the one with Eric Benet and we can't? Shoot, dang it.
Tamia?
We Can't Be Friends is Deborah Cox and so Eric Benet and Tamia and Deborah Cox and probably Avant. We to just act like we never were.
I think that's the guy from Next, ain't it? RL?
Yes, thank you. RL, that's it.
RL, Deborah Cox, We Can Be Friends. That is definitely a great duet. And who else did you say?
I said Eric Benet.
And Tamia?
It had to be. If you tell me to. But it's I just saw him on Husbands of Hollywood.
Wait. I never knew such a day could
come. Yes.
Okay.
And I never knew such a that. So them two.
There you go. Okay. All right. So Eric Benet and Tommy, both of those records, I believe they're all 2000 records, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're all like 2000. And
that's in the early. Yep.
And you know what's funny? We had a guy. In fact, DeMonica brought this guy on here. His name was Alexander.
Okay.
And he wrote Butter Love. So he was around RL. He was just here last Thursday.
What?
Yeah, he was just here. Lawrence Alexander. That's his name. Lawrence.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
He wrote Butter Love. So he was down there with RL.
Okay. And all of them. Yeah.
So he was around when that song was dropping. Because that didn't come out, but a couple, when they did that song, I think that came out right after Next popped out. It was a single.
Okay.
I don't know if it was on the album. I still don't know.
I have to look into it, but
okay.
But those are my two. That's my duet.
Okay, you didn't like Lauren
and it's not a duet. It's yes, them, Mariah and Boyz II Men. With the song Sweet, was it Sweet Day? The song about death, basically.
They did quite a few. With Brandy, Broken Hearted.
Yes.
That was a big
you got Timberland and Justin Timberlake, them two together. You got Missy and Timberland, Genuine, Aaliyah, so trying to think of anybody now. Carrie Hilson and Chris Brown. Well, Chris Brown does features with a lot of people, so it's kind of like he's a dancer. He'll put the stamp on you, and that's why I mentioned him because he'll put the stamp.
Yeah, y'all be jiggling and dancing and all that kind of stuff.
We're jiggling. Why we can't just be,
y'all be out there shaking and stuff.
And with Donnie Lee,
I think he's the best. He's the best one that did it right after Omarion and them.
Yes, I agree.
B2K put in the work on that choreography.
Yeah.
Omarion gets it in.
He does, and still does. He's got new stuff out as well. So yeah, he can get it as well. Not like that, but you know what I mean.
You trying to say, he can. He got the records though. I mean, their first single, believe it or not, took 6 months for it to break, and that was the song. Can you handle it? And one of the reasons why it took that long because it was actually the same track as Yeah.
What? I'm gonna need to look into that and listen to it.
If you listen to it, it's the same thing
Usher,
as Yeah. Because Usher was cooking with that record.
I'm gonna have to listen to it and compare. I never. But wasn't that first though?
It was the first record.
Exactly. That was first.
Yeah. If you listen to it, it's very, very similar.
Similar? Okay.
Very, very
I'll take
similar.
a look into it. I didn't even mention Usher. Dang, him too. There's a few people that still got some soul, you know what I'm saying? And they can actually still, and you know who I forgot? I'm sorry, Bruno Mars. Because him and Anderson .Paak are doing it right now.
Yeah.
Okay?
They got the best song of the year. Leave it at the front door.
Yes.
That's the best
Skate,
song
the
of the
video
year.
Skate? They did at the BET. Yeah. It's just.
What you doing? Where you at? That was a great song.
Yeah. That's the type of music. That's what I'm talking about. Like that type of music. Like he's really.
Bruno Mars in them song was actually vintage music. That's all it was. And you know what it was? It was good to the ear.
Because you got to be able to listen to it first before you see anything. And everything else is just a plus. And that's what he's tapping into. Today, people are relying on the music video to sell the song, but he didn't even need a video for that. Now the video, like I said, is just a plus, and it's so tasteful. Like they did it in the studio, and it's always like a one shot kind of thing. He did the same thing with the video Skate, where the girls are skating and they've got the entire band, all of that. So he's definitely marking his spot as far as being one of the greats. So I would love to meet him and work with him.
Well, Bruno Mars, I mean, he probably the hottest soloist in the last 3 years, other than Chris Brown. And talk about the songs. Well, Chris Brown seemed like he can always do one.
He can do whatever.
He could do whatever. But with Bruno Mars, he came in. He brought that was good for music to me because it came up with a different voice, and he had energy.
Yes, he does.
His shows was real.
When him and Cardi B did that whole Living Single remake, Finesse.
Oh yeah, that was hot. That was hot.
It was very refreshing, to kind of merge the two together. So I really love that. And that's the type of music that I want to make. It's like you're pulling from the past, but bringing it up to today. So that whole video, just everything. It's just beautiful. It's amazing. And I want to be a part of it. Like, it's just oozing out of me.
What's your favorite Bruno Mars song?
Yeah, I don't know. Because he got the Lovelies with Halle Berry when she came on the phone on the album and did the voicemail. It's Versace on the dance floor. I did so I'm at dance right now, right? And I performed to that. I mean, I don't know. 24 Karat, like I don't know.
Well, you definitely need to do a song. You definitely need to do a song with Chris Brown. Y'all could be dancing all through the whole video. Yeah. All right. Well, that's cool. I like Bruno Mars. I think Bruno Mars is an incredible talent.
Phenomenal.
An incredible talent. Both of them get it down. Both.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Getting around that, they both get it down.
I mentioned a lot of people. Like
what would be an incredible tour for if they could do it. This will give the age groups. I think if they put Usher, Omarion, and Chris Brown on one show, they rocking stadiums.
Everybody would come out to see them because
they'll come out for that one. And
then if they did something together, like so they do their individuals, right? But if they did something joint, like together, it's a wrap. Because they all can dance.
Yeah. No, they ain't regular dancers. They are excellent. Yeah, they excellent. They not regular. Yeah, they not regular.
I'm gonna move from my location because of whatever that is.
What the cops came or something? What's going on?
No, it's like I'm near a train station and somebody's backing up and all of that. So I'm gonna go back where I was.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Because the music and stuff.
A little bit of everything going on right now, ain't it?
I'm back.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. You got your little light thing now. Okay, got you. All right. So that's what we gonna do.
What we gonna do?
We gonna wrap it up. Put all your information out there. Look, I don't want to hear nothing when you get the entire look. You get the entire project done. Get it to me. Let me do my review. I'm telling you, I am no joke with music.
No, it's fine. I would definitely love to hear your review because I think you know what you're talking about. You're definitely a music head. And just listening to my track, you could hear that there are bits and pieces from the past. And so my voice is there. I already know that. I just want to be able to bring it as far as video wise, and it's a wrap. That's it, really.
There you go. All right, so put your information out there, and then we'll close it out. Matter of fact, we gonna end it with this song anyway. So let's close it out with all your information.
All right, you guys in Philly, my name is Tiffany J. All right, if you put Tiffany J and it's Jaye, if you put that in Google, you'll find everything that there is to know about me. My website is TJAYE Taylor. That's also the Instagram, the Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, etc. The latest music that's out is Calling Me, Say That You Want Me, and Work For It.
You heard it. I'm going to say it again. You heard it.
You're going to say it again.
You heard it from Tiffany J, Brooklyn native, raised in Charlotte, North Carolina. She's been doing this since she was 13. We signing out. It's the SL Digital Media Podcast. How